What happens when you take a lake, drop it in a volcanic crater, and surround it with dozens of tiny towns, each with its own vibe, language, and history? You get Lake Atitlán. No wonder every backpacker in Guatemala ends up planning a stop here. We spent 1 month living by the lake while studying at a Spanish school. And during that time, we managed to explore some of those quirky towns. And here is what you can expect if you plan a stop by one of these shores. Let's start, quite literally, bang in the middle of it.
This lake is beautiful.
You took the words right out of my mouth. This is unbelievable.
The best way to see it, I think, is by kayak.
Yay! And this is why we've rented a kayak today, and we're gonna head to another beach on Lake Atitlán.
What a place.
Look at everything we're surrounded by.
All the mountains and volcanoes.
And the different towns here as well. Wow.
We made it. Woo. There are other ways to get here that we will explain, but we always seem to choose the hardest, don't we? So cool that you've got beaches and sand here.
On a lake.
It's really cool.
And from here we can see a beautiful view of San Pedro and the amazing mountain behind it. We're making our way back to San Pedro. The water is a little bit more choppy. And
we've got to give ourselves a bit more time to get there because we've got to take the coastal route around the outside rather than cutting across like we did to get here.
But you really can't complain when views look this good.
It's such a nice place to walk around, especially on a beautiful day. I love all the artwork.
Yeah, and also just the locals going past, like everyone is so lovely and accommodating here, very welcoming.
Yeah.
We just waved to a local who was making, well, sort of gardening his vegetable garden.
Yeah, tending to his garden. Everyone that you walk past is saying hola, and yeah, everyone here is so nice and so friendly. Oh, it's been a great day so far.
Beautiful day.
Just need a "you are here." Well, I think we're more there, but where are we now? I've got no idea.
After kayaking on the lake, it was time for us to head for one of our favourite lunches in San Pedro.
Gotta say, I do love a chocolate and peanut butter smoothie bowl.
Oh, it's always a winner in my eyes.
Now we're fueled up and we're gonna explore a little bit of San Pedro.
Yeah.
We've been here for a few days already, so we know it's very easy to get around, but there's a few different ways that you can get around.
Yeah.
And we're going to explore the town, show you some street art, which is so easy to do because it's everywhere.
There's so much street art, it's really, really cool.
And go visit one of the central places, which is the church up the hill.
Yeah. We're going to show you, I guess, the tourist side of San Pedro and the bit more local side.
Rather than walk up the hill, I think we might jump in one of the tuk-tuks.
Yeah.
It is such a nice place to walk around.
It really is. San Pedro is such a vibe. I know it is more of a backpacker town, and we get that. There's like the most tourist part of town, which is obviously in the centre, the main centre. But then when you actually go up the hill, it's so beautiful up here, and the churches and everything as well. Amazing.
I know we've I know we've said it, but walking around and seeing all that street art is literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Some of it's so cool. And there's a bunch of really nice restaurants that you can eat at as well.
So many great restaurants.
We've had a few days here, so we'll start listing up some of the really cool places that we've ate at here so far.
Yeah.
But just walk around and try some. All the food so far has been really great price and amazing. Massive portions as well.
Another major thing in San Pedro are the activities, and there are so many to choose from. There's things like the Mayan face walk, which is like a sunrise hike. There's also cooking classes, salsa classes,
we've shown you the kayaking.
And the kayaking, everything. And the biggest thing to do here is Spanish school, and we are at San Pedro Spanish School, and a really big perk of going to Spanish school is also having a lot of these activities literally on your doorstep.
So some of them are free, some of them are paid for. The ones that are still paid for are
really good value.
Really good value. They're kind of like discounted versus the tour companies that will take you to them in the town.
You pay quite a lot more.
Yeah. So you get to learn Spanish and you get to do a bunch of amazing activities, which we're going to show you now before we take you to San Juan and San Marcos, which are some of the neighboring towns that surround the lake. Time to go zip lining.
Made it to San Juan. This town is very well known for being sort of quite cultural and indigenous, and there's some really cool things you can do here. We got here via a lancha, which I'm not entirely sure if that's definitely how you say it right. We'll have to ask our teacher. And that cost 25 quetzales per person per journey, so I think it was 100 quetzales total for the return journey. For now, we're going to walk down this really iconic street, and then we're going to go somewhere special to get some lunch.
Oh, the hills really start hilling straight away in San Juan.
As soon as you get here, you literally enter this part of the road and it is uphill straight away.
Gets steeper here.
How?
Immediately, you can just feel the vibrance and the aesthetic of this place is so different to San Pedro.
Saying that, look at this.
There's just this basketball court covered in artwork, kids playing, The pictures and stuff everywhere is so nice. And the place is so colourful. There's lots of shops here. So you can definitely come in and spend a little bit of money if you want to buy some stuff to take back with you. You've been looking at the dresses and things.
It's really nice here.
They're all pretty top heavy on the dresses.
And I am not top heavy, unfortunately. I don't have that in me. But yeah.
It's amazing to walk around here. It's a really pretty, really beautiful town so far.
I wish the weather would brighten up a little. It's quite cloudy and looks a bit suspect.
We'll explain a little bit because we're going to go get the bite to eat now, but it might stop us doing one of the really cool things that you can do here.
Yeah.
That was
Delicious.
so good.
Or in Espanol, delicioso.
It's all locally sourced food. It's a little bit more expensive than we've spent on food in Guatemala so far.
I mean, we got a meat board, a cheese board, and basically a litre of wine for 50 quetzales.
500 quetzales.
Okay, yeah.
£50.
50 pounds. Basically the same thing.
It's not the same, but it was very much well worth it. It was very delicious,
Yeah.
and it's nice to have a little treat every so often.
It really is.
Now, we were going to do a little bit of a walk. I don't know if you heard it at the start of when we started filming just now. There is some thunder above our heads.
The weather's not great.
There it is. So we're not going to do one of the main walks here that leads to some really nice views of the lake.
There's a mirador walk that you can do that looks really beautiful, but I think we're going to have to skip it this time.
Instead, we're going to do this.
Very flavorful. We did a very short tour. It was 10 minutes because there's either 10 minutes or 50 minutes. They're different prices. The 10-minute one is 20 quetzales per person. It was so good. We did the 10-minute one just because we don't want to get caught in the rain.
I just felt a small drop on
Yeah.
You bought some honey moisturizer.
Body moisturizer. It smells amazing.
They did let us try it and it does smell amazing.
Yeah.
And next up, we'll see you in San Marcos.
See you in San Marcos. We are going to spend the weekend in San Marcos, and this place has become really recommended because everyone says the swim spot here is one of the best on the whole lake.
Yeah, and it's got something pretty unique about it, kind of scary, but we'll get into that pretty soon. It's already from just being here. We got here last night.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a much smaller town.
Oh yeah, much smaller than San Pedro.
Yeah, there's like 2 roads basically.
Yeah, we're going down one of them now.
Yeah, so this one has more shops and restaurants and bars and things like that. The other road mainly opens up at night, and that's got like food stalls and stuff. There's a bit of music there, so we can't go much further, but we'll show you San Marcos.
We have made it to the National Lake area. I'm not 100% sure how to actually pronounce it. I think it's like Tzuzukel? I think it's Tzuzukel. I think that's how you say it. But it's super beautiful. It's 40 quetzales per person, so we paid 80. And there's lots of like cool little
nice little chill
spots
areas
over here. And we're gonna head to the swim spot I think first because this place is there to sunbathe. and I'm already out of breath. I'm just going up a few steps. And there's some jump spots, so are you going to do the big jump?
Let's see. This place is really well kept and developed. It's a little bit steep, paying 40 per person entry to a place like this, but actually most of the time when we're paying for maybe walking trails and things like that, you're often left wondering, like, where is that money gone? And here you can tell they've actually put a lot of work into the development of it. The toilets are really nice. Had to use them nervously before this big jump, but it is all really nice. There's lots of little points like this where Danielle's just chilling, with incredible views of the lake and the mountains. Yeah, seems really worthwhile.
Look at these views. Wow. That looks like similar. I feel like you've done one similar to this height. Look at that.
Does look pretty high.
I think you'll do it.
Yeah, I think this is, it does remind me of the one that I did in Nusa Lembongan. I don't know.
It looks
How high is it?
13 meters.
13 meters.
We've had the confirmation.
Okay. Before doing that, we're going to go have a look at the other jump as well. So there's a smaller one. That one, as the guy said, was 13. I think the other one is 4 or 5 meters. Danielle has jumped from 10 before, but I'm not sure she's keen for the 13. No. Who knows, after the 4 or 5 it might change your mind.
I don't think it will.
But we'll at least scope it out before I possibly attempt that one.
We found the 5/6 meter one.
Something like that. There's no sign that really tells you how big it is, but you can see
This one.
the other platform from there, and now
I think Matt's gonna
I
do
gotta go
it.
do the big one.
¿Tu nombre?
Matt.
Matías.
Actually, I'm gonna do this one. First time.
First time.
Ahí, balance.
You're gonna do a little run. I'm gonna stand here and get you. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! How was that? You good?
Oh, good.
Woo! Matt did it. It looks like he jumped off well. The guide, I guess, at the top shows you the correct method to jump. I feel like Matt did it quite well, and hopefully he's not hurting, because we've heard that people get a little bit of like a bruised coccyx or like a concussion if they jump really badly. So definitely worth paying attention to what he tells you how he tells you to jump. But yeah, that was so cool, but not for me. I'm not going to do that.
All good. Well, my feet hurt a little bit,
Bottom of your feet?
but it didn't hurt my butt.
That's good.
A little bit shaky still, the adrenaline.
Good
I did it though.
Now the 5 or 6 meter one's easy.
I get to relax.
I did the big 13! Jokes. I didn't really.
Are you going to do it?
No.
Seems quite a few girls doing it.
Yeah, I have, and that's great for those girls. Love that for them. It's not for me though. It's definitely not for me, because it just... No.
We're just leaving the area now, and I think it's time for a word of warning.
Yes. We had read on reviews that this can happen, and if you land funny in the water from doing 13 meters, you can bruise your coccyx. Some people said they got concussion. It depends how you land.
Yeah. and a girl landed funny. She couldn't get walk back up,
Yeah.
so she had to get put on a stretcher.
And then taken by a lancha
By
to
boat.
the local medical
It looked like they
centre.
went to San Pedro, and then
As soon as
almost
the boat
as soon
left,
as the boat left, another girl did the exact same thing.
Now
Landed
she-
in like a seated position,
Yeah.
and straight away was just complaining about her back.
Yeah, I think
And
she's in a lot
laying
of
down,
pain.
like sort of smiling and laughing at the situation. So hopefully, it's not like really permanent damage,
Yeah, hopefully
but
not.
you can really hurt yourself doing these sort of things. So don't do it if you're not confident doing
Yeah.
it, and always just be careful. That's why you didn't do
That's what
the high one.
I can guarantee if I did that, I would be on that stretcher.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be on
Thankfully,
that
I mean,
stretcher.
I'm not a trained professional, but I've done it a few times.
Yeah.
I only did it once, that's all it needed.
Yeah, for sure.
And now I think we're going to go get a smoothie bowl.
After that jump and all the exploring that we had done so far, it was time to visit Casa del Mundo to slow things down. Thankfully, it's only a short ride from San Marcos, and it's the perfect place to spend a slow morning or afternoon. You can either book a stay here or reserve a table for food, which allows you to spend a few hours relaxing around the stunning grounds afterwards.
Not a bad view.
So beautiful. Every corner of this hotel is literally like the most aesthetic, stunning place we've ever seen. Oh, I love it here. This is a pretty popular spot on the lake. It's definitely something that if you see Lake Atitlán, you will probably have seen a lot of
100%.
content here.
A little bit aesthetic.
It's a little bit aesthetic. By that I mean so beautiful. They used to actually offer a day pass. I think it was $5 per day, and you could sort of go anywhere around the resort and like go swimming and things like that. But they've recently stopped that. I'm not sure exactly when, but right now it is, what month is it? April 2026, yes. And they have stopped doing that. So the only way that you get access to the hotel and to the facilities in the area is if you book for breakfast or lunch. So you can WhatsApp the restaurant and make a booking. Minimum spend is 100 quetzales per person. So
breakfast was pretty good as well.
Breakfast was actually really good, and a really good portion size too.
You do get treated a little bit differently if you're not staying here.
I will say.
We saw some reviews saying that, and we can confirm it. You're a bit of a second-class citizen.
It's kind of like they don't really want you to be here, and I get that it's popular, and they must get a lot of people coming here, but you're paying to be here, and
We were quite fortunate that we got the one table upstairs that is outside with a beautiful view.
Yeah, because if you're staying in the hotel here, you're able to sit outside in this beautiful courtyard, but if you're not staying in the hotel, you're only allowed to sit inside upstairs.
We did try to book a stay here, but it was fully booked up, so you need to plan that a little bit in advance.
Yes, definitely. But we did manage to bag the one table that was outside, and it was so beautiful.
So beautiful. We've just been chilling here. We're supposed to be on a 4-hour like
limit
here,
I guess,
but there's not anyone walking around saying like, oh, you came at this time. It's been pretty chill. Other than that, we've met some people. We're probably going to go for a swim now, maybe have a beer and just sort of enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Because why wouldn't you?
Typically the cloud has been setting in later
around
in the day,
2 or 3 o'clock.
so we'll enjoy the rest of the sun while we still have it. How was it?
I psyched myself out a little bit at first, but it was so good. I love it here.
The water is very refreshing, but you have to remember not to get it in your mouth.
Our time in Lake Atitlán is coming to an end, And I feel like it's a sign because usually in the morning there's been beautiful blue skies, and today there is no blue skies, so I feel like Lake Atitlan's like, move on. It's time to go and see the rest of Guatemala. So that's what we'll do.
We're gonna make our way over to Antigua, and if you know anything about what people typically do in Guatemala, there's one of the main things over there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty tough. We're a little bit nervous for it.
Yeah, very nervous.
See you next week.
See you next week.
This really sucks. That is foul, isn't it?
That is not great.